I don't know how long that wasn't recording for, but just so you're clear, we are 11 minutes in. We have gone 1/10 of a mile roughly. So, speed over ground, we're almost up to 1 knot. Josh just texted. Oh, he said he heard me. Seant Cameo, go ahead. I can't hear him. I think it's time for a new radio. He heard me again. Seant, this is Cameo. I can't hear you.
Channel 16, over.
Roger that. Go ahead. What is your wind speed, Seant?
Request you switch to channel 69.
Request you to teach me how to do that in the future. Seant, this is Cameo. Go ahead. Seant, what number is that to program into the bow thing? Oh, I see what he's doing. Seant, this is Cameo, stupid on 69. How you doing?
Cameo, this is Seant, where's you loud, sir?
So I'm out here working on my tan. I'm kind of curious what the wind speed is where you're at.
Currently 10.8.
So 10 knots of wind. Roger, thank you, Seant. Okay. So I am getting close to this boat. If I was the owner, I'd be nervous. Josh says it's 10 knots of wind. We are still averaging about 1/10 of a knot every 10 minutes. There's some math to be done there. I'll put it up on the screen. As you can see, I'm just going to do this one little turn to make sure we don't hit the back end of their boat, and we'll continue to drift, and I will see you guys in 45 minutes, and we'll see how far you can make it in an hour. And just so you know, 15 minutes later, or 17:43, there's that mooring ball I started at. What does Josh have to say? Okay, so every time I answer his message, here we go. Any more? Old couple in the back. Anytime I switch to answer Josh's text, I cuts out the video, so those are the breaks in the video. But my watch is still going strong. We're at 18 minutes and we've gone 0.2 of a mile, so we are picking up pace. Our speed over ground is almost up to 1 knot per hour. Well, that's about to get a little bit heavier. And interesting to note is those waves that came by, I don't really feel propelled me. You can see these big ones coming, you'll feel the rock, but it's making me go up and down. It's not necessarily pushing me closer to the shore. It's actually slowing me down. I went from 0.8 knot to 0.4 knot on my phone, on my watch. So that's an interesting thing I gotta learn. With the boat I was worried about hitting, I think it's clear back there now. It doesn't seem like it when you're just sitting here after 20 minutes, but we've made it a quarter of a mile so far. So do with that as you will. Okay, so a quarter of a mile is at exactly 22:39. So that's an hour and 20 minutes a mile. So that's 5 hours to cross 4 miles. But we are still picking up momentum. And I think that's going to get faster. Because we're further away from land now, so the wind has time to pick up. As you cross an open body of water, that wind gets more powerful. The term that I didn't know last week that I can't stop saying now is fetch. But yeah, we're up to 0.8, 0.9 speed over ground. That's a 1.2 right there. So I think I'm just going to kick back, go silent for a little bit, and see where we are. All of this is stored on my watch, so I'll be able to show all that data on screen. I guess I just wanted the phone to show that I'm not playing any shenanigans. I'm not using motors. I'm not doing anything. The video is there if I get called into question on that one for being disingenuous. Or take a cup holder up the middle of the bag. Oh, okay. Funny thing is, I was too busy staring this way. I didn't even notice I was coming up on a boat here. I am so sorry if there's somebody on board. Doesn't look like the dinghy's home, so they're not home. But we'll continue to aim this way. Ignore the sound effects, I'm just trying to get comfortable. My phone is blown up. So another interesting thing to note is, where is it? Oh, I gotta go back over here. There's the channel with the green and red marker. There's green, red's beside it over there. But we have now reached in line with my own boat, which I just saw a few minutes ago. There is there's got to be the wind speeds. So we've almost crossed half the channel to reach my boat, which is hidden behind this pond right here. We are coming up on the, zoom out, sorry guys, I will chop this for you. We're coming up at the 27-minute mark and we've gone a third of a mile. I'm good, thank you. "28 minutes in. First ask if I needed help. Really wish I brought my tripod. I am so sorry. I think I have to do this again. One thing to note though is our boat is staying broadside to the wind. That is a very, very interesting fact. And I think what I'm going to have to do is sit down behind a map and explain why that's interesting. But I do want it noticeable that we are broadside to the wind. Oh, we got a dinghy coming for us. Thank you. There are some beautiful boats out here though. And we are a long way from shore now. We are 30.34 nautical miles away. We are 31 minutes in. So I would say that you could calculate a third of a mile per half hour. So 0.66 miles per hour. Carry the 1, divide by 0, world explodes. Figure that math out. I'll put it up on the screen. But my speed still increased. I pretty much balanced out at about 0.8, 0.9. So almost a knot an hour, but not quite. But some people ask why we live this life. I mean, this is my front yard, guys. This is my neighborhood. There is no HOA. There's no groundskeeper. There's just everybody who shares the same passion as you, parked right next to you, living the same dream. Now there is somebody on this boat, so that might require a conversation. Feel kind of bad about that, but yeah, let's get that sorted out. And we'll aim this way for a bit, so you guys get some sunset. Let's see if I can do it this way. I'm just gonna lay down on my dinghy, feet up. Guess this way nobody can tell I am rowing. Make sure we're zoomed out all the way. Go to the watch, you can't read it. It says 0.36 miles, 32 minutes. So I still got 28 more minutes of this. As long as we don't hit that blue boat. He's up there watching me like, what is this guy doing? That's going to be a conversation. Alright, let's go have that conversation. How you doing?
Okay?
Yeah, I'm just doing a drift pattern analysis to see how fast my dinghy drifts in the wind, how it reacts. Merci. I'm okay. Vive la France. There's my boat. So over there. Wait, that's not mine. That's mine. We've now drifted past our boat. And I guess this is what they call sailing off into the sunset. Whoever suggested I do this, thank you. It's not been a horrible hour. So I got this catamaran coming up here. It's interesting because my boat has naturally avoided every boat. My dinghy has naturally avoided every boat. I haven't really had to steer around anybody. We're still there, haven't used it. We got 19 more minutes. We've gone a half a mile. I don't know what conclusion I'm going to draw from this. I don't know if there is a conclusion to draw from this. But I got the comment that said, why don't you try it? And I had no reason not to. So I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to get back to the boat, make an intro for this, and yeah, kind of explain what the results were. Again, I don't do this to prove or disprove anything. I do it because people ask me to. The main reason. So, yeah, we are. See what happens in the next 2 minutes and see if I can get an accurate. We're pretty balanced out at 8 to 9 knots, which, funny enough, is our wind speed is about 10 to 12 knots, according to Josh, who just texted me an update. So I'm gonna have to come back out here again on a higher knot wind day, but I just can't force Mother Nature to provide wind that isn't there. So I'm going to give you the marker at a half a mile, which is 43:36. So that's the half mile marker. And then I'm going to drink my Coke and put you where the Coke was. Maybe I'll stay out here for 2 hours. This is kind of comfy. One thing is I need a handheld anemometer, but there's the island that I've been pointing to in other videos. Way back over there. Even in front of those catamarans. Oh, sorry guys. Is where I started. Where's the boats on shore? There it is. Right in front of that is where I started. That's zoomed 20 times. So that's where I started. I do feel the wind dying down a little bit, but so would it have that night. So I can't really question that. We've got 10 minutes till an hour, and then at the hour we'll see what it was. Are you bored yet? Why has it only been recording for 5 minutes? Huh. I'm not bored yet. Beautiful clouds though. This is not the worst way I've spent an hour of my life. But I think I need to install a bathroom on my dinghy. Interesting thing is, now that we're further from shore, the wind is picking up the waves, and you see how the waves are getting bigger? That's because we're further from shore, and the wind has the time to pick up the waves and shoot them across. Which inversely is still putting me at between 7 and 1 knot an hour. Not seeing a real change in speed because the waves just kind of pick you up and set you down. It really is the wind strength on how fast you drift. And again, I am broadside to the back end of all of these boats out here. So the back end of my boat's not being pushed. My nose isn't facing the wind. It's the side of the boat catching the wind. Maybe a little bit on the back quarter panel. That's about it. We've got 2 minutes left till we're at the hour mark. And then everybody can judge that how they will. Do I think that this test is going to be in any way conclusive? No. Does it accurately represent the wind conditions that night? No. Would the wind conditions that night move him faster? In my opinion, yes. But there's just too many factors involved to say that this test is definitive for anything. If you're looking for a reason to say it means something, it's going to mean something to you, one way or the other. I did this because somebody said, what if you did this? And so I did. And the funny thing is anybody who's ever done any running in their life understands that last 1/10 of a mile or last little tick, when you can calculate it's just not going to hit before your finish line time, it looks like we're going to be right at 0.7 miles an hour. So that is 1.4 miles for 2 hours. Yeah, we can do the math. Okay, yeah, it's at 7. So here we are. I'm gonna zoom in. We just hit the 1 hour mark and we are at 0.70. There, that works. So there we go. 1 hour, we traveled 7/10 of a mile. Do with that as you will.